can't wait to fucking hate on Kelvin this podcast, dude.
Oh my god.
I can't wait to fucking hate on him.
All right, we can hate on him right now.
I gotta fucking trim my mustache. I hate when my shit does this.
Everyone,
Me too,
all
bro.
right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Land Podcast, episode number 135. My name is Ian.
I am Rob.
I'm Derek.
Not so much MMA news, I think, besides Mikey Musumeci going to CJI, the tournament. They just keep stacking up names. Who else are they going to get? Are you guys excited to see anyone else?
Gordon's gay Miata.
Dude, that's actually insane. Did you guys? Well, Rob fucking seen it, but his Miata, the car that Gordon gave away after he won ADCC in 2022. Craig, I don't know if it's that same guy or a different guy, but I think it's the same guy.
Dude. It's the same dude.
He reached out to him and asked to buy that car back from him. And so now they're gonna donate that Gordon's car at CJI. That's pretty crazy.
To people who either bought tickets or donated to his little foundation that he has going on.
That's insane. The ultimate troll. He's the ultimate troll. Bro.
So are you guys gonna make a road trip down here or what?
I'd like to.
Yeah.
I'd like to.
That's in August, correct?
Yeah.
Early August. We'll see. I'd be down. Let me see what the ticket prices look like though. UFC Fight Night. Oh, go ahead.
Armand just got suspended.
Yeah.
Yes.
A year suspension for hitting that fan, or what? 6 months?
9 months.
9 months.
6 months with the anti-bullying
Campaign
program?
PSA.
Yeah, campaign. Yeah.
Hey man, the more time you give Armand to train, bro, the more dangerous he gets.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's fine with it.
That's funny.
The crazy part is, I can definitely see all of a sudden Islam wants to fight. All of a sudden, he wants to fight more often now. I feel like since Islam's been champ, he's kind of like been spacing out his title defenses. But he's like, brother, I can't wait, brother.
It might be scary because, like, I mean, if Justin Gaethje had just waited, he should have had the fight against Islam. But yeah, it's just things happen when you wait a little bit. Of course, it's not Armand's fault. Like, he gets suspended, but
Exactly. Just make Islam versus Michael Chandler, dude. Both need fights, you know?
yeah, that's true. Oh, did you guys hear that? Oh, Conor McGregor. This is news to us after last week's podcast. The reason why Conor McGregor pulled out was because of a broken pinky toe. He said that he wanted to be 100% healthy. This is like his last run in the UFC, so he wants to make sure every single fight, he's doing it correctly. Thus, the broken pinky toe, he pulls out, and then he gets a bunch of shit from a lot of fighters. RDA.
Kept receipts. RDA kept receipts.
Thoughts on that?
I think it's a legitimate injury. I think he has a right to pull out. It's just that he has talked so much shit in the past that, of course, he's going to get heat for it. Also, first time he's ever pulled out of a fight, just under these crazy circumstances. I still think we never see him fight again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm leaning towards a little more now. After seeing like the X-rays and seeing like the bruising and stuff like that, but who knows, man? We'll see. Like I said, I'll believe it when I see it.
Yep.
Yeah, any broken bone, any injury like that, you have every right to pull out. It's just, I mean, he looked healthy during the Roadhouse times. He looked good, and then when videos of him hitting the bag and everything. I mean, hey man, you keep waiting, bro. These things are gonna probably just keep happening. I don't think we're gonna see him. That's it. I'm just gonna stick to that.
Yeah. I thought it was weird how he goes on to like BKFC. He goes to this Bellator event in Ireland. Of course, it's Ireland, but like, why are you announcing UFC related stuff in a Bellator event? It doesn't make sense to me.
Mhm.
He just seems like he just needs to venture off into his own stuff. Um, isn't he like part owner of BKFC now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now he is.
Well,
Yeah. He's the only one that can get away with that shit too. It's
yeah.
crazy.
It's it's just so weird. I don't know. I pro. I don't want to talk about Conor McGregor at all, but just every single week something new happens, and it just sucks that we kind of have to repeat everything that goes on because it's. I mean, it's a big part of MMA news. Um. Okay. UFC Fight Night, Saudi Arabia. Fantastic card. First, we can talk about just a few thoughts. We'll cover the whole main card. Ozdemir gets the knockout over Johnny Walker in the first round. Surprised? Did it surprise you guys? Did it
Oh my
not?
God.
No, dude. He's a fucking cartoon character, bro. I said it. Like he's gonna get knocked out the most goofy way possible. I mean, yeah, it's crazy because I will say, it's unfortunate because of like the high hopes we had for Johnny Walker when we first seen him. It sucks, man. Um, I know that's a lot of pressure to put on a guy, and it's unfortunate that his career isn't panning out
Mm-hmm.
probably the way he wants it or the way we wanted it to. So
Mhm. Yeah, I was expecting more to him, um, based off his last couple fights, but it's very risky going for this guy. Either he shows up or he doesn't. And the way he goes out, the way he gets knocked out, I don't know, his fashion of getting knocked out is just brutal, man. It's a highlight of its own. Um, Ozdemir obviously looked good, man.
Yeah.
That guy's sharp. He's very patient, man. I think that's why he succeeds so much. Yeah, hats off to him.
Yeah, Vulcan. It definitely seemed like in my opinion, I thought he was just slowly falling off. He was gonna switch to a different brand, but he's laced up some pretty nice wins in his past few outings. So excited to see him again. But yeah, just unfortunate for Johnny Walker. We all kind of Johnny Walker is such a flip of the coin. Like he can either have some crazy knockout for himself, or he just gets flatline in such an interesting way. Um, are you guys impressed with Shara Magomedov?
no. Big fraud watch. Oh my god. I was watching the fight and that's the only thing I was thinking about is fraud alert, brother. The hype around him. I get, and it's crazy because now I gave him two chances. The first fight, I was like, maybe he just had a bad night. But it appears he has like the same problems and the same weaknesses in this fight as he did in the first one. My beef is like he hits hard, like he does like throw good combinations, good kicks, but he leaves himself open all the time. Like I understand, like he's a very good striker, you know what I mean? But I don't think he's like the cream of the crop of this division. The guys that he was saying he could beat, the guys that he was saying he could knock out, I don't think that's happening. And also, crazy, we're in Saudi Arabia. He invents a new takedown technique, death grip the fence. Obviously,
Oh
that I
yeah.
think that's an easy automatic point. That's
Uh-huh.
an automatic point. I mean, it didn't matter. He knocked the guy out, but I think the the impact of the fence grab on that one, that's the only thing that kept him from being taken down 100%. Obviously, I think that's an automatic point. I'm not a referee. I'm not a referee, but from what other referees have told me, that's what I think. Um, I don't know, man. Yeah, I'm not a. Yeah, that's how I feel about him, man. I don't believe he is. The hype is kind of dying down for me a little bit.
I agree.
Yeah, same here. Not impressed by his striking. I'm not. Nothing. I got nothing from this fight besides, yeah, he just has that power. And the fence grab was so, it was just so flagrant, dude. You got to call it right there, but it wasn't. Um, I think, man, the second you give this guy a striker, he's gonna get exposed, and that's what we just have to wait on at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, unimpressed.
Mm-hmm.
The Bo Nickel. I like Bo Nickel calling out Shara.
Yeah.
I do like that a lot. I
Yeah.
respect that call out.
It does seem like, because obviously Shara can't fight in the United States ever. So it kind of just seems like Shara is sort of just like a money grab. Like Dana White saw the popularity of this dude, a ginger Dagestani that has one blind eye. You know what I mean? Like he just looks different from every other Russian. He strikes. He finishes who he was finishing in the amateur circuit. So it just seems like, I mean, this guy's only going to be fighting in Europe. Probably not. Probably only like Saudi Arabia and Abu Dhabi. So it's not like this guy can climb the ranks only fighting in those arenas, because it's only going to be like a once or twice a year type of thing. So I think Dana understood what was going on. He was just like, you know what, we'll just do it because more eyes, people are more excited about this dude, and if they have to handle it where he is some top rank guy, then they'll get to it. But at this point, he just does not look good at all to me. And the fence grab is crazy. I don't know. Are you allowed to choose between a point taken off or getting the takedown?
I don't think, from what I've heard, the thing with the takedown is if they don't complete the takedown, you don't want to reset them in a position where one guy's on top
Right.
because you don't know, like,
How it would have panned out, the takedown.
right. No matter what, you don't know how it would. Even if you're 100% sure that person would have got the takedown, who knows if they could have rolled into a scramble? You don't want
Oh,
to set them in a static position after a
oh,
fence grab like
I
that.
see. I see. That sucks, man.
Yeah.
That really sucks. Um, Everyone's favorite fighter, fighter won. Kelvin Gastelum, middleweight Kelvin Gastelum got the decision victory over Daniel Rodriguez. Thoughts?
I watched this fight like I was Daniel Rodriguez. Daniel Rodriguez might as well have been my brother. I was pissed. I was sick. Bro, Kelvin, send him to bare knuckle, bro. I'm done with Kelvin. I don't ever want to see him fight in the UFC again, but for some reason, the guy can lose 6 million fights and miss weight every other week. He can make a blog about fucking missing weight and his fat ass is eating fucking tacos, fat piece of shit. And he can still fight in the UFC is mind blowing to me. The most unprofessional fighter in the UFC is, and it's mind blowing to me. And then and the crazy part is like he knows what he's doing. He's not doing it on accident. He had that little post fight speech. He's had that prepared for weeks. I'm sorry, guys. Kelvin, bro, we've heard it. We've heard it pretty much once a year, every year since you've been in the UFC.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm
Jonah
sick
Hill,
of hearing it, bro. Huh?
Jonah Hill of the UFC.
Dude, I'm sick of hearing it. And the crazy part, and not only that. First of all, your big ass fucking head, D-Rod has landed good punches, and your big ass fucking bloated fat head is that's the only reason you're staying up. And two, you have the nerve to wrestle? Yeah, your fat ass has the nerve to wrestle, brother. Oh my goodness, that's insane to me. That's insane. Even if you had like pride, honor as a man, as a fighter, you're like, I'm overweight. Maybe I'm not gonna grapple. I'm gonna stand and strike with this guy. I'm not gonna use my weight to my advantage.
Mhm.
And you have the nerve to try to end rounds with takedowns. You make me fucking sick.
Damn, King just hocked two. Spit on it.
Oh, dude, piss me off, bro.
I just gotta ask why. Why do you think that's okay to fucking do this shit on fight week? Like all this footage comes out on fight week. It's like, come on, man. You're already you don't even know if you're gonna make it in this organization for that much longer. Why are you adding to it? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then a performance like that, like, dude, I don't know. Not impressed by Kelvin. And at the same time, I'm not impressed by D-Rod's striking. I don't know what happened with D-Rod, but he just doesn't. There's not much follow-ups from D-Rod anymore. He's very. Man, I don't want to talk shit on D-Rod, but it's like very one-dimensional to where Kelvin he just knew what to do. He's fought more dangerous guys than what D-Rod brought to the table that night, and Kelvin just made it work, man. I don't know what you do with Kelvin. I don't know what you do with D-Rod either.
Yeah. Yeah, D-Rod was in some just rough fights leading up to the fight, like this Calvin Gastelum situation. D-Rod also had to fight the Leech. Wasn't that a botched fight where? Because that was a
We thought the
290
Leech
card.
won the fight, and then it went for D-Rod. I think
Yeah.
that's
Well,
the
I
big.
think that was a whole card where it was like Nate Diaz versus Hamzat. A bunch of shit happened. I'm not
Yeah,
too sure if D-Rod and Leech were just the original fight, but
no, I don't think so.
oh, okay. But yeah,
I think it was Tony, wasn't it?
Tony was supposed to fight. Oh yeah, it was the Leech, huh?
Yeah, it was Leech and Tony.
Yeah, and then Tony had to fight Nate. That's right. Something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know, but
What a banger that was, huh?
yeah. um but yeah, man, I can't like I don't know. When you miss weight this much, like I am never going to be a professional fighter. But when I'm like, hey, this is the last time this is going to happen. And if I'm getting paid, Calvin Gastelum was getting paid six figures probably, like minimum. And it's just crazy
Dude,
that he could be this unprofessional about it.
cutting weight in any combat sport, you can talk to any combat athlete. Cutting weight is the hardest part of the process.
Mhm.
It's harder than the actual fight. It's harder than training. It's harder than anything else.
Mhm.
But that's what you're getting paid to do, brother.
Yeah.
Like I understand, like it's. I don't know. I'm done with Kelvin.
I did see that D-Rod did get a new contract, 6 fights. He did get a pay raise, so all this stuff about D-Rod being just saving the card, honestly, because this card was kind of turning into a little shit show.
I think
So
it's
hats
just
off to him.
unfortunate, bro. Because what is D Rod supposed to do, dude? You know, especially if you're expecting to fight. You know what I mean? You want to fight, you want to get that money, and the company has already flown you to Saudi Arabia, right?
Yeah.
That's where we were,
Yeah.
Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. The company's already flown you to Saudi Arabia.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Like you're not gonna, if you're a real company guy and you need that money, you're not gonna be like, oh yeah, sorry. You know what I
Charge.
mean?
I mean, that is crazy, but like, can't they be like, Calvin, you can't lose like 5 more pounds to make it a catch weight at 180? You know what I mean?
I would
Like,
chop off your fucking hand.
like why did D-Rod have to be the shit end of the stick when he did nothing wrong? You know?
It's done. It's so stupid.
Well, if Kelvin was a real professional, his fat ass would have told the UFC earlier,
Yeah.
"Hey, it's looking like I'm probably not going to make weight." So that way, D Rod would have more time to rehydrate and he could have his body readjust to that weight. But no, his fucking fat ass decided to fucking let it ride, even though he knew he wasn't going to make weight.
All them
And it's
damn
different too.
tortas.
If you can't make weight and you have like medical documentation where you're in the position where you can't, that's different.
Yeah.
But if you're being like flagrant about it, like obvious, why you're not gonna make weight, dude, it's different, bro.
Yeah.
It's so different. As for D-Rod, maybe he goes to the dark side down the street to Extreme Couture, bro.
I do like he does train there sometimes. I would like if he like maybe moved his camp, bro.
Made the full move.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Our co-main event, Alexander Volkov gets the decision win over Sergey Pavlovich. I wasn't really feeling, or not feeling, I wasn't paying attention to the whole beef between them because it seems like it was all kind of set up by the matchmakers. But if you guys know about that, let me know. But if not, what are your thoughts?
I think the issue was they were homies, and I don't think they. I think Pavlovich thought that they wouldn't fight each other if the fight was offered. I think Volkov signed a contract, and he was upset by that. It didn't matter. Pavlovich got jabbed to death.
Yeah.
It's brutal, and I understand like the frustration, bro. He probably felt the same way we did. He probably wanted a big finish, trying to press the action a lot. But Volkov is a veteran, almost 50 professional fights. He showed it. Even got a little updo during rounds, bro. It's crazy. Volkov looked good, bro. He's on a little win streak. He's a guy that I've always liked in that division. Yeah, I mean Pavlovich sucks. I for sure thought he was gonna. This was gonna be a big comeback fight for him. In the rankings, man, I don't know how many guys that aren't in the top 5 are gonna want to fight Pavlovich. You know what I mean?
I think John.
Um,
I think John Jones will fight him now.
maybe Parker Porter, give him a call. I don't know, man. But yeah, maybe John Jones will want to fight him now. Who knows, man?
Don't fucking sleep on PP, bro.
BB.
I was expecting more of the Pavlovich, but I did not expect that. Honestly, seeing how Volkov does in these fights, like he reminds me of a young Gustafsson.
Yeah.
Just super length, knows how to use his range, very patient, good with the jabs. That's what fucked with John Jones. That's what I mean, it's still up in the air who won that fight, right? I still lean towards
Don't
Gustafsson,
get it
to be honest.
stopped,
I
bro.
still fucking lean towards Gustafsson.
You're bringing up bullshit,
I'm
bro.
sorry, dude.
That's funny.
But yeah, Volkov looked good, man. He got his hair done. You just got it done. Easy. And for Pavlovich, dude, I did not expect him to look that bad, especially after a tough loss like that. You'd think that would really light a fire under a fighter's ass, but it didn't. It didn't do anything. It's easy for me to say, but yeah, Volkov looked good in there, man.
Yeah, kind of is reminiscent to when Ngannou first lost to Miocic, and the next fight it was Ngannou versus Lewis, and Ngannou was just too scared to do anything. Kind of felt like this, where Pavlovich was aware of the striking of Volkov and didn't want to fully commit to charging in like that, but it was just frustrating that he could never find a home for his striking. But man, did Volkov look great. I had a feeling the striking would be leaning more towards Volkov's way. I was just, you can't escape the first round demolition that Pavlovich has been doing, so I just, erred more on that side. But hats off to Volkov. I don't know what fights they can do next. Maybe Volkov versus Gon. Why not? UFC Paris. I think that'd be fun. Because I don't think Gon has a fight coming up. And there is a Paris card later on in the year, so we'll see. All right, our main event of the evening. Robert Whittaker gets the first round knockout over Ikram Aliskerov. Thoughts on this one?
Dude, feels good, man. Feels good. It's been a rough year for my favorite fighters, bro. And I was nervous. I was nervous for Bobby, but he got it done, brother, and beautiful. And the crazy part is like, I mean, Robert Whittaker's a good fighter, but he's not learning nothing new. I mean, as of late, he's not really showing nothing new. You know what I mean? But that just like karate style, bro, the aggressiveness, it was nice. The uppercut was sick. Yeah, man. Satisfying, man.
What's
Next
nuts
for
is
Rob, bro. Huh?
next, what's next for Rob.
I want so bad. I want Rob and Strickland so bad. I think that's the fight that I want. And I hope it happens. And I hope Rob wins. And that's all I can think about that.
You see that clip of Strickland sparring that kickboxer?
Huh.
The way he spars is the way like I would want him to fight in an MMA fight.
Oh,
Yeah.
Dude, he spars with hate. It's insane. Anyways, Bobby Knuckles, man, it's good to see. Honestly, bro, ever since that, what's crazy is that the way he performed in this fight was how I expected him to fight against DDP. I mean, that just goes to show how good DDP is, bro. It's insane. Oh man, Bobby Knuckles just showcasing his boxing, bro. I put him right under DP when it comes to MMA. Dude just fought, bro. He does what he does. He's very sharp, like he says on his podcast with his brother, bro. He wins because he has some microtransactions to fucking pay, bro. You just love to see it. I would love to see him fight, Strickland, or either just winner of that the title fight.
Yeah. Shout out to Aliskerov for jumping up to fight someone like Robert Whittaker. Shout out to Robert Whittaker for fighting completely like he was fighting below top 15 to save that card too. I just didn't think it happened that fast. I did know that Robert Whittaker was gonna win. I think we all thought it was gonna be a decision. But man, that was crazy. Seeing Ikram dance like that a little bit. Yeah, and the patience too. Like Robert wasn't charging in; he was picking his shots. He found the uppercut. Fantastic, fantastic fight for Whittaker.
Yeah. One more thing, real quick. The reporter that asked the Hamzat question, you should
Oh.
be banned from all UFC events,
Dude.
and you should have your fingernails plucked out one by one. You're a fucking idiot. What kind of question is that? Oh, maybe if you fought Hamza, maybe the result might be different. Yeah, well, Hamza can't even beat the common cold. How is he going to beat Robert Whittaker if he can't beat the flu? Food poisoning.
I hate reporters like that who they just sound like a fan.
Yeah.
What a dumbass question.
They just
Not even like,
rubbish.
and not even like a smart fan. Not even
Exactly.
a smart fan.
Yeah.
I never
God.
understand those guys where it's like, like Conor McGregor fans, John Jones fans, are defending like the Dominic Reyes fight. They're defending Dustin Poirier 2-3. It just doesn't make sense to me. How
Thing is yeah.
delusional
A
you
big
can be.
thing. I think a big thing, bro, is like the narrative has shifted like away from like MMA fans like calling casual fans, because now even casual MMA fans call other fans casual
Yeah.
fans. I think the way you can tell a casual fan now is if you hear them, if they bring up multiple fights a year or one fight every card, it was a robbery, brother. Not every fights are close. I don't know if you know this or not, but fights can be close,
Yeah.
and you can have a different opinion than the judges. That doesn't mean it's a robbery.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? If I hear a guy talk about every card, oh, that was a robbery. That fight was a robbery. All right, brother.
They're saying that because they bet on the fighter.
Probably.
That's why they're saying
Most, most cases, yeah, I'd say so.
Yeah.
Not me.
What?
Not me, dude.
Yep. Next up for Whittaker, it sucks that that Izzy and DDP are gonna be rematches for him. He's on the losing side of all three of those fights. So that's hard to kind of market. But when you're as good as Robert Whittaker, he deserves every single title shot that's sent his way. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think Sean Strickland makes the most sense. Make that fight, and then make the winner of Izzy versus DDP.
Dude, picturing Whittaker as champ after all this time would be nuts.
Yeah.
That'd be nuts.
He's only 32, I think. He's very, very
30.
young.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. All right, UFC 303 this Saturday at the T-Mobile Arena, Las Vegas, Nevada. Let's start off with, in the bantamweight division, a non-ranked Ricky Simon versus Vinicius Oliveira.
I'm gonna say Ricky Simon, but I'm gonna say decision. I think it might be tough for him. This might be a tough fight for him.
Simon decision. Look at this. Look. This guy's playing Apex right now, bro.
Who is
Who
it?
is
It's Max.
Oh, really?
Oh.
On kick.com?
That's what the BMF champ is playing Apex right now.
Why spar when you can grind rank, bro?
Yeah, I got Simon by decision as well. In the flyweight division, we have Ray Saruya versus Carlos Hernandez.
I'm gonna go
What the?
Ray by submission.
Ray decision.
Ray by submission. Bunch of heavyweights. We got Andre Arlovsky taking on Martin Boudet.
I will never not pick Arlovsky lately. Arlovsky by decision.
Arlovsky TKO first round.
Oh shit! I'll go Arlovsky by decision. In the women's strawweight division, we have number 14 ranked Michelle Waterson Gomez versus
He's back.
number
She's back.
15
Let's
ranked
go.
Jillian Robertson.
Jillian Robertson by submission.
Michelle Waterson's back, boys. Robertson by submission.
I'll go Robertson by submission as well. All right, to start with the prelims, a bantamweight
Let's
division
go!
bout between Peyton Talbot versus Yanni Gamori.
Talbot by KO until he proves otherwise, dog. Until he proves me otherwise. Talbot by KO.
Peyton Talbot. TKO.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Peyton Talbot by TKO. Is he from Cali?
He's from
He was
Northern
lucky
Cali.
on it.
He's from where?
He's from Reno.
Oh, Reno. Whoa, that's crazy.
He's a Reno boy.
He
Where?
gives me Cali
Where for?
vibes. Has a girlfriend but fucks other girls. In the featherweight division, we have Charles Jourdain versus Gene Silva.
Jourdain decision.
Frenchie by decision.
I'm gonna go Silva by knockout. In the featherweight division, we have Cub Swanson versus Andre Feely.
God damn it, bro. Andre Feely is going to win this fight.
Yeah.
Andre Feely. Decision. I'll say decision.
Oh my God. Do I have to choose, man?
That's rough. That's rough.
Oh man, Andre Philly took a rough loss, dude, last time.
Yeah.
And
Danny
there's
fight.
no saying that Cub Swanson can't do it. He could do the same. He easily could. I'm gonna go Cub Swanson. Ooh, Cub Swanson by decision.
Whoa. Okay.
Decision. It's gonna be close. It's gonna be close.
Okay. I think I'm gonna stick with Andre Feely by TKO. It's gonna be hard, but I think he can do it. The main prelim bout of the evening: Joe Pyfer versus Marc-Andre Barriault.
Got a striker coming off a loss. Give him Barriault, bro. Barriault loves getting sucked into bangers.
Dude.
He's like the guy that like they call up Joe Pyfer by. I'm gonna say I don't know about TKO. No, I'll say TKO. Joe Pyfer TKO.
I'm surprised that Marc Andre is this much of an underdog, dude. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking
Yeah.
too.
Knowing like how much that was a huge loss by Piper, dude. Drac Hermanson put it on him.
Mhm.
He exposed him, and I think I can see success from Piper within the first 2.5 rounds, and Marc Andre just comes back. I think it's gonna be a close striking match, dude. I'll say Joe Piper. Joe Piper by split decision.
I agree with your call, but I don't think Marc-Andre is the same person as Hermanson. Hermanson has tons of veteran experience. So although I think it's going to be a similar game plan, I just don't think Marc-Andre Barriault can stick to the game plan without being fucking tired as well. Because it is going to be a fucking striking match, you know?
It's a striking match, and Joe Piper just trained for a 5-round fight against possibly one of the best strikers
Mhm.
in the weight division, and I think Marc Andre can go 5 rounds too if they made it happen.
I'm gonna have to go with Joe Pyfer by decision. All right, to kick off the main card, we got the return of Brazil's own number 7 ranked Ian Machado Gary versus MVP number 14 ranked Michael Venom Page. Who you guys got?
I think this fight is going to be really interesting. I think it's going to be a good test for Ian Gary. I'm going to say Ian Gary. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt in this fight. I think he wins a smart decision, but I also can see MVP giving him a lot of trouble. I could see MVP keeping him at distance because at the end of the day, that's what we've seen out of Ian Gary is he uses his length, he uses his striking to beat guys, put guys up against the cage, and I think MVP moves too well for him to do that. But I think Ian Gary is going to be able to adjust. He's a young fighter, smart fighter, so we'll see.
Yeah, I mean Ian Gary has looked phenomenal, bro. And people are saying that this is his test, dude. He's already proven that he belongs in the top 10. As for this being like a him fighting MVP who looked phenomenal against Kevin Holland, man.
Mhm.
It's gonna be a very technical match. I wish this was 5 rounds. Um, I'm gonna go MVP by decision. I most importantly, bro, I just want to see how Ian Gary reacts when he gets caught because everyone gets caught eventually.
Mhm.
MVP. So this is gonna be a good one. Yeah, it's gonna be a good striking match.
I like that. This is one of my favorite fights on the card because there's so many questions about it. Can Ian Gary handle the karate style of MVP? What's he gonna look like against MVP? Because although um, I think I dismiss MVP in the Kevin Holland fight, I understand now. He looks fantastic. He looks so comfortable in the cage too. I'm just excited to see how MVP is gonna test him out. See what
Yeah.
Ian Gary's gonna try and throw at him, and he's just gonna catch him a lot, I think, and it's gonna frustrate him. I'm gonna go MVP by decision.
Another thing too is that Ian, like I said, Ian Gary has already proven himself, but it's different putting up with the range that how how he utilizes his range.
Mhm.
It's so different, man.
You don't know
So
it until you're in there.
exactly,
You can't
yeah,
prepare for it until you're in
Mhm.
there.
exactly. And Ian Gary's the guy to do it. Yeah, like you said, he's
Yeah,
a young, growing fighter. He comes from a great gym, man.
yeah,
So this is gonna be really good.
I'm excited. Next up, number 3 ranked Myra Bueno Silva takes on number 7 ranked Macy Chiasson.
This is hard for me because I believed in Bueno Silva. I really did. And that Pennington fight was just maybe a reality check for me, bro. Reality check for her, reality check for me. I think she can be pressured. I think Chiason can do that. It's close for me to call for me. It's a toss up. I'm gonna say Bueno Silva. I think she's gonna be motivated to get back. I think she wins a close decision.
I agree. I think this fight goes both striking on the ground. I think it'll be a pretty even fight, but I think Bueno Silva's she'll adjust easily
Mhm.
and she'll get the decision win.
Mhm. Yeah, it's only 3 rounds, so I'm not sweating a tired Bueno Silva. I have Silva by submission. I think she's going to look for a quick finish to get a rematch for the title. All right, next, a light heavyweight bout. Number 10 ranked Anthony Smith is taking on a middleweight Roman Dolidze.
Anthony Smith decision. I mean, and then he's probably gonna call out. He's probably say he could beat Yuri and Alex in the same night, and then he's probably gonna want a rematch with John Jones. I don't know, man. Yeah, I don't got much to say. Anthony Smith decision.
He's back. Stop sleeping on these fighters that are back, dude. Um, I think I said this in last time Roman fought. It's easy to game plan around this guy now. We know how his cardio is. We know Anthony Smith can go all 5 rounds, and he's willing to put up with whatever dangerous striker you put in front of him. He, I think we're going to see a TKO from him in the later rounds. I think Roman just he leaves himself so open when he goes in. When he's in the pocket, I think Anthony Smith is the guy to counter strike, and he's going to catch. I think he'll catch Roman in the exchanges.
Mm-hmm.
Anthony Smith TKO.
Yeah. Um, it sucks that this is like the fight that they got. You know what I mean? Like they had to go down to middleweight to grab someone, but I'd love to see a grappling match. I just don't think it's gonna ever come. It's not gonna happen. Anthony Smith is that veteran where it's like, all right, if you beat Anthony Smith, then you've made it to the top 10. Just like Andre Arlovsky, like these fighters, these old ass fighters like Clay Guida, Anthony Smith, Andre Arlovsky, it's like if you can't beat these dudes, just give up on your dreams. You know what I mean?
Brutal.
Sorry. Anthony Smith by oh, you know what? Roman Dolidze by submission. Maybe we'll get a nice little surprise where Anthony Smith rocks him, doesn't realize what he's getting into, goes down, and then he gets caught up. I don't know. I really like Roman Dolidze, so I'll go for him. All right, our co-main event of the evening, number 3 ranked Brian T City Ortega taking on number 14 ranked Diego Lopez.
Do not get it twisted. This is an absolute banger, brother. And I have no clue how this fight is going to go. Some fights, you just look at it and you're like, damn, I have no idea. And those are the best fights. Like the fights I'm the most excited for. The ones you look at them on paper, you're like, I have no idea. I have no idea what's going to happen. The crazy thing is like, you cannot let Brian breathe. You cannot give him a single inch. One, he's not going to go away. The boy might be the most durable fighter of all time. But you have to be on the gas the entire time. And I think if Diego Lopez gives him an inch, we talk about how good Diego Lopez's jiu-jitsu is. I think Brian Ortega has better jiu-jitsu. I think he can catch him. And Brian Ortega loves him. He's the rope-a-dope king of the UFC, bro. He lets people beat him up for 10 minutes, and then he'll walk you down with a jab for the next 15. I don't know. I think Diego Lopez could be the guy to do it, though. I think Diego Lopez can pressure him. I think he can outstrike him, and I think he can. I just think that aggressive style, bro. I think both guys are in for a fight. I think it's not going to be like these fights where we see, oh, this fight might be close and it's a point fight, or this fight might be, you know what I mean? This is going to be, both guys are going to feel like they've been in a car wreck the day after this, no matter what. I think. Brian Ortega by submission. I love Diego Lopez. I do. I swear I do. But Brian Ortega has proven me wrong, bro. So
there is no fucking sleeping on this guy's jiu-jitsu ever in his career, bro. I mean, we can go back and talk about his last fight with Yair. I thought Yair was gonna win that fight.
I did.
At home with the advantage, you know, training at home for those months. Dude, Brian Ortega comes from California and just overwhelms Yair Rodriguez, makes him look like he's never fought in his life, dude. In front of his people. Like, Brian Ortega has surprised the hell out of me since he's gotten back. I mean, and at the same time, you have Diego Lopez, who's just been looking phenomenal, who's looking so much better every fight. Every fight, he just looks so much better, so sharper. I can see Diego Lopez overwhelming Ortega. It's just the durability of Ortega is just hard to bet against. But it's a 3-round fight. Diego Lopez starts fast, and he comes in pretty. Yeah. I have Diego Lopez by a split decision. This is going to be
a 3-round fight. This is a 3-round fight.
I don't know.
Let's double check that right now, because
that's a big deal.
It's a big thing, especially with Ortega. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know how to check. Let me just ask Google real quick.
Alexa. And we forgot. Ortega says he was originally planning to move up to 155. Right?
Oh yeah, wait, yep.
He was supposed to move up to 155, and then they offered him this fight.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how many rounds this one is.
Okay, 5, I'm going Ortega. 3, I'm going Lopez.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. This fight is crazy. I do think that Diego Lopez has the ability to understand when to turn it up and when to slow it down. Brian Ortega, though, oh my god, I don't know, dude. This is just gonna be so fun. I do want a full 15 minutes. I don't want no first round catch. I just want a good fight between these two. That's all I want. It is crazy though that Brian Ortega is the underdog. He's plus 120.
That's nuts. That is nuts.
I don't think that's how I don't see it that way because Brian Ortega has fought only the best of the best for the past how many long years? Yair Rodriguez,
I mean,
Max Holloway, Volkanovski. You know what I mean? Of course, it's not the best outcome for him, and those and Max and Volkanovski, but dude has fought the best of the
those are
best.
all of his fights from like the last 5 years. You just named like
Yeah,
all
that's
of his
true.
fights.
Yeah, I mean, but I still count him out because I counted him out in the Yair fight because he did take that long layoff, and I
That's
was
why I
just
did. Yeah.
so surprised how well he looked or how
Mhm.
good he looked. Diego Lopez by submission. Um,
Holy shit.
I don't
Oh my
know.
Oh.
I just don't. I don't know, man. I really don't know.
Imagine. Oh my
oh
God, that
my
would be
god,
insane.
dude.
That's a title shot.
Imagine
Diego
if it's
Lopez
like
by submission, that's a title shot.
imagine if it's like a knee bar too.
Oh my God, that would be
Yeah, that's the
insane.
thing.
That would
I
be
don't know. There's some fighters where it's like you have to put the fighter through physical pain, like an arm bar or a knee bar, for them to tap. Other fighters, they just can get out of chokes. They can do anything. Or maybe it's the opposite. Like Mohammed Mukayev, he did not tap to that knee bar or whatever he had. Like
I
it
think if
fucking
you're a
hurt
Russian, you're not tapping. If you're not tapping to
to
any joint
anything.
lock, you got to put him to sleep, brother.
Yes, I don't know what submission is gonna be. I just love Diego Lopez. That's all.
I think regardless, we're going to see Diego Lopez struggling from a submission.
Mm-hmm.
Also, was it Ortega that said it that Max and Ilya is a done deal for the end of the year?
He said
He,
that.
somebody said it. I don't remember if it was Ortega or not.
Um,
Probably
I've
Helwani or some shit.
I've heard some rumors that.
It was a fighter that like they were talking about.
Oh, I don't know.
Uh, they said they were asking about a fight, and then they were either asking for Ilya or Max, and they said Ilya and Max is a
Oh, it's
done deal for
already.
the end of the year.
Oh,
Both those guys are unavailable.
oh, it sounds like Ortega then.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
I think that fight might be happening at the Sphere too.
That'd be tight.
That's what I've been saying.
That'd be huge.
And then Marab versus Sean O'Malley is the same fight night or pay per view or whatever. All right, our main event of the evening. Shout out to the face of the UFC, Alex Pereira. Poatan Pereira takes on number one ranked Yuri Prohaska. This is the rematch. How do you guys see this going?
Yuri by KO.
That's crazy.
My one thing is I think Yuri was winning the first fight, and I think he got caught. I think he got caught rushing in, and I would like to say that Yuri is smart enough to not get caught rushing in like that again. But Yuri is Yuri. I think he could get caught again. I think he will get caught again, but I think he has a feel for him. My one thing that I am more than the left hook is what I'm scared of for Yuri is the leg kicks. In the first fight,
Oh
in
yeah.
any fight, he refuses to check leg kicks. He always has that wide power stance. He wants to move in and out, jump in and out. And I think Alex is good at landing those leg kicks. But to me, this is the ultimate like gambling fight, bro. This is like you're rolling the dice on both of these guys. I think somebody is getting knocked out for sure, 100%. If I had to bet, if I'd bet the house on it, somebody is getting knocked out. I'd bet the house on it. This fight doesn't go the distance. You know what I mean? And I think I just love Yuri, man. Maybe it's personal bias, but I think Yuri can beat this guy. I think Yuri can beat this guy. I think Yuri by KO.
I like it. I like it. Honestly, both these guys are big fan favorites. They have a big fan base, and just their personality, bro, makes this matchup so great. And shout out to them for even taking this fight, dude. I'm excited to see their walkouts. That shit was intense the first time, bro. I
Oh,
can't
the
wait.
stare down. That might be the best stare down
Yeah.
in the history of the UFC,
Yeah.
bro.
That, is probably the most intense, and I honestly see the fight going the same way. I think Yuri's gonna come in fighting the same. I just I I say it all the time about this guy especially. Like you're giving him too much time to get comfortable with his weight, bro. It's nuts. He made Jamal Hill look like I don't even know, dude. That wasn't even Jamal Hill in there. Come on now. I think Yuri gets caught again. I don't think Bolton got caught last time. He did not get caught. Yuri's gonna get knocked out this fight.
Oh,
Bolton's gonna remain champ.
oh.
That's it. That's it.
You have a round in mind?
4.
4? Oh, shit.
Round 4.
I like
I
that.
think we see a 4-round war and Yuri gets caught.
I like it. I forgot about the leg kicks that Pereira used against Yuri. It was like the first kick, and Yuri did not like that.
Which
He
stance?
reacted
First
huge.
kick, which stance?
Yeah, yeah. And I don't know, man. Like we've seen Alex Pereira's takedown defense just evolve exponentially throughout these past like 2-3 fights, and I think that was like Yuri's only chance to truly take rounds from Pereira. I don't think striking wise Yuri can match up with Pereira, but if Yuri can secure those takedowns, get some control time, lay in some really good ground and pound, he could win. I just don't think it'll happen. I have Alex Pereira by knockout. Probably in the second round.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
I don't think the fight goes past 2 rounds. I don't think the fight
Yeah.
goes past 2 rounds.
Yeah.
I think by the time we get to the third, no matter what, Yuri's leg is beat to dog shit.
Yeah,
if
he
we,
does-
if we get to the third,
Dude, he checks nothing. He didn't check it in that last fight. He didn't check it against
No.
Alexander. He does not check leg kicks,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
And you gotta check his leg kicks. This guy's leg kicks are effortless. We say it all the time, bro.
Yeah.
it's crazy. He has the best leg kicks maybe we've ever seen.
Yeah.
Probably we've ever seen.
I will say though, it does suck that this is a last minute fight, a late notice fight. We would have loved to see a full camp rematch. Hopefully
Well, when Yuri wins, we'll get the trilogy, full camp
that's
trilogy.
true. That's
There you
true.
go. There you go.
I like that. I'll take it.
Oh,
Yeah. You know what? Yuri. Yeah, man. That's our picks for UFC 303.
good card, man.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
good.
Fantastic.
A really good card.
How's your guys' gaming chairs looking like right now?
Dude, my butt print is sunken into it. I've put since Wednesday night, I've put 100 hours into the game.
Damn.
Yeah. As you don't know, I have a family. I have a daughter. I came out of the room the other day. She didn't even know who I was, so didn't recognize me.
My ass is rotting in this fucking channel.
Scarlet rot ass.
This DLC is different, dude. It's nuts.
So good. It's so good. It's a whole.
It's like-
so good.
Like me being a first time Souls player, I'm like, okay, I beat Elden Ring. I can get through this one. Like this one's a fucking. It's a everyone and everything hits like a tank, dude. And if you think you're rolling or you're running away from someone, no, the range is like they boost everything up. Like there's no running through anyone in this game. It's beautiful too, man.
Yeah. They did say that this is like the first and last DLC for.
First and last. And what's funny is that they're like, oh, the DLC is as big as Limgrave, which is like the beginning area of the original game. Well, fucking shit, dude. It's a whole new fucking game, dude. I love it. I love that I only paid $39 for it. It's
Right.
What a steal.
That's
worth
true.
everything.
That's true. All right. I think we can wrap it up. What?
We should let's talk about Kendrick's. Did we talk about Kendrick's stuff? Right?
Yeah, we talked
Yeah,
about it
we-
last week.
We did. Yeah.
Show up.
Oh, I did want to mention. I was like, seeing all the West Coast greats, Dr. Dre, YG, They had Tyler. Where was G Easy in all this?
Facts, dude.
Dude, it
Facts.
didn't make me sad there was no Vince Staples. Vince Staples couldn't be there. That should
Yeah,
have
I saw that tweet. That would have been great.
I mean, at least we had E40 voiceover for a little bit. Something for the Bay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't vlog now? What do you guys think?
Oh, dude, 10 years, maybe Frank will come this time.
That's
Bro's hoping, dog. Loyal.
Until I see that fucking name, I'll go. Which I probably never fucking. He's never been there, dude. We'll see.
This is the year. Watch. We'd be sick. We'd be sick.
I'll go for the food. That food was good, man.
Yeah. I really do want to go. But I only got $3. You know what I mean?
I felt that shit.
So we'll see, dude. I'll sell my feet pics online. I don't care. All right. Song suggestions for you guys?
What's the difference? Dr. Dre featuring Eminem and Exhibit. Exhibit.
1985 by Freddie Gibbs.
Nice. I will go with Hewitt October 1971 by Cortex. Thank y'all for watching. Thank you for listening. We'll see y'all next week when we talk about UFC 303 as well as... Never mind. We get a little break. So maybe I'll think of something. Thank y'all for watching. Peace out.
Later.
Peace out.